This is Monica Gibberti with Stamping with Monica, and I welcome everybody to my weekly Facebook Live class. And today is January 10th, 2024. And here we go. We have two new catalogs, basically the mini catalog, and that's where you can purchase product from. At the same time, let's not forget about the annual catalog, but we also have the Sale-a-bration brochure, and Sale-a-bration is a promotion that goes from January 4th until February 29th, and it's a leap year. Okay, so we have an extra day of shopping. So all the items that you see in this little brochure and also on the online store, you can also search for those. You can only get them for free. They don't have a price. They have a purchase value that you will have to do in order to get them free. And if I count it correctly, we have over, I think it's about 12 products, if not more, because we have stamp sets, one paper here, beautiful paper, and then when I'll do the walkthrough, I'll show you the paper. We have, for the first time, paper and stamp set. We have for the first time also ribbon that you can choose from, and also embellishments. We have a beautiful paper as well as a stamp set. And what is wonderful about it is that the paper, some of the papers coordinate with bundles and product that we have in the mini catalog. Okay, so here, all of these. Now, I cannot go through this, my live, without mentioning the awesome starter kit promotion that Stampin'Up is doing during Sale-a-bration. Okay, so if you don't know what a starter kit is, basically is everything that you would like to get for up to $125, but you only pay $99 plus tax. So that is already saving, plus it's free shipping, so it's another saving there. But what their Stampin'Up is offering during Sale-a-bration are two choices, two options. Option one, you will select product for up to $125, pay only $99, and then if you choose this option, you also will get to choose a glass mat. Now, Stampin'Up made it available for the actual active demonstrators as a pre-order. Pre-order started while I was over in Italy. When I was ready to place the order, Stampin'Up shut down the ordering for current demonstrators because they wanted to save the product for the new demonstrators or discount shopper. That's what we consider ourselves, happy discount shoppers. So I don't have mine, and I hope that Stampin'Up is going to make it available after the promotion is over so that I can purchase mine, because for what I'm seeing is just an awesome value. It cost, if I had to buy it, it would have been $60, but you're getting it for free, and it has a glass mat that has already the grid paper included. You have a chamois, and you have a little silicone tray that you can use. As you can see here, you can use in so many ways. Okay, the other option number two, is that you will select up to $125, pay only $99, but you also get to choose $30 more in products. So instead of $125, you would choose up to $155 and pay only $99. Now, I would be, you know, like a new starter kit purchaser, whatever you want to call it, I will go for number one, because this is a great value. And once it will be available, I am making sure that I will buy it. But yes, I will do that. So if you have any questions about joining or rejoining, coming back, this offer is open to anybody that is interested in saving a little bit of money, and not to current demonstrators or happy discount shoppers, obviously, but those that might be interested. It doesn't matter if you were a happy discount shopper last month or 2 months ago or 3 years ago, or you never been. You are more than welcome to join us, okay? And basically, as I said, the promotion is shop, join, or host. So shop, you place an order of $50 and you get to select item of $50. If you have a $100 order, then you can choose items that have a $100 icon right there, okay? Or you can get 2 of 50 or 1 of 100. And the host is basically, if you host, meaning that you collect or you place an order or you collect orders with your friends, or you book a class with me and your total sales reaches $300, then Stampin' Up is going to give you $30 more of what is the hostess benefits, okay? So a lot of pluses during celebration. Okay, so tonight I decided to use, and I'm going to start, from the beginning of the little brochure. I'm using the Watercolor Melon stamp set, okay? This is a stamp set. It's photopolymer, meaning that you see through, like here, and it does not have any sentiment with it. So you can use it for whatever sentiments you stem sets that you have with sentiments, okay? This is, yes, you can say that somebody is sweet, but you can use it for birthdays, just a note, and that's what I've designed for you tonight, okay? And I hope that you're liking my projects. So the way that you could get my projects for free is by placing a qualifying order in my online store using this host code. And so if your order is over $40, you will get to you will receive the supplies to make not 3 projects but 6, so 2 of each. So you will get all the supplies prepped and cut. Nothing will be stamped because I cannot send pre-stamped images. So you might want to have, and you can use whatever stamp if you don't have the Watercolor Melon, but I think you will like it. And so you can place a purchase, you can an order of $50 or more, and then you can select the stamp set free. Okay, if your order is, as I said, of $50 or more, you get your supplies and you get your free celebration. If your order goes over $65 or more on top of what you get from the above, then I'm gonna add a pack of gems. And I'm using these tonight because you will see that I'm using in all the 3 projects. Please note that these 2 here, I am not sending gems. If I'm using ribbon, then I will do the ribbon because it's easier, but the gems, I'm not gonna split a pack here and there and then they get lost, okay? You can substitute with whatever you have at home. Okay, that's all that I needed to let you know before I start stamping. Please like and share this video and comment, because you know that at the end of my video I will give away the 3 projects that I am making tonight. But what is the caveat is that you need to make a comment, you need to be present at the end, and so the more you comment, invite your friends and join the party, so that would be beautiful. Okay, thank you, and let's go. So as I said, I'm using the Watercolor Melon tonight. And by the way, I forgot to remind you of some of my deadlines. If you're interested, I'm doing an in-person catalog kickoff event. It's gonna be this Saturday, and the deadline to register is tomorrow. And basically it is a card class. You come in, you make the 4 cards, and you know that my cards are not simple, just stamping, so they're a little bit involved because that's my style. And there's gonna be, door prizes. We're gonna stamp, we're gonna just have, there's gonna be a little bit of refreshment, and we're just gonna have a grand time stamping. So I have time between 2:30 and 4:30 or Saturday afternoon, and I think I have a spot or two. I said it was sold out, but I think I can squeeze more people on Sunday. So if you're interested, make sure you register. I sent out the email, and the last one, the latest one, out today. So if you're interested, and then if you place an order, then the fee will be waived. Basically, the fee goes towards your purchase, okay? So it's a win-win. And we'll get to stamp together, spend some times, and that is all. And then the other thing is that I have my crafty kit, my monthly card class, basically, and the registration closes on the 15th, and I'm using the balloon, the lighter than air, whatchamacallit, suite of products right here. And I had samples out, but I cannot find them. And so I will show them later on. So this is what I'm using, and I think this this suite is so stinking cute. So stinking cute. So if you don't know what this is, it's a monthly class. Cost of the class is $38 if you just want to come for the class. If you can come to the studio, or you can get it to go. Okay, it is $38. If I have to ship it, then there's going to be shipping charges also. And I think it's I think it's $46 with the shipping. If you subscribe and you're subscribed for 6 consecutive months, you also, and the cost is a little bit less, it's $36 a month for new subscribers. And you know, that is for porch pickup or come in the studio. My in-studio class is always the last Saturday of the month. You know, dates might change depending on what's going on during the month, if it is a holiday or something, but usually it's always the last Saturday of the month. And so it's $36 plus shipping if you want it to be shipped. But usually make 8 projects. Sometimes it's just cards. I designed 4 cards. You get to make 2. You can keep one for yourself, send the other one, or send them all. And this month, though, we're going to do less cards, and we're going to add some 3D items because this suite is so stinking cute. Okay, you get paper, you get embellishments, you get ribbon included, so it's product included, so then you can use them at home to create more stuff. Okie dokie. That is all that I needed to remember, and deadline to register, as I said, is at the 15th. Okay, stamping. Here we go. First of all, I need to clean my stamps because I did not do it before, and we're going to start right away. These are very simple cards, and the stamp set, it is photopolymer, as you can see, and it's fun. I just love it. So let me go start with the first one. So if you get the supplies, this is what you're going to get in your, not this part and not this part, that in your packet. Basically everything is pre-cut. Please know that I do not provide a written tutorial because the video is pretty self-explanatory, and then if you need measurements, you already have these measurements so you can write it down when you're home. Because to tell you the truth, I don't like writing tutorials. That's not my thing. Some demonstrator or happy discount shopper, they love to do them. I don't, and I apologize for that, but no. So this is very simple. So you get here, take it that if you purchase the class and you want the measurements, I'll be glad to send you the measurements, no problem, but don't ask me to write a tutorial because the video will be your tutorial. Okay, so this is your card base. Then you'll have, this will be already embossed for you, and this, as you can see, I embossed it with, basically they are raindrops, and the embossing folder comes from the annual catalog, and it's called Raindrops, okay? And to me, they look like the watermelon seeds, okay? So I decided to do that. There you go. So it's already embossed. So this is your Granny Apple Green. This is real red. Then you have a strip of garden green cardstock. You'll have a ribbon, and you'll have scraps where you're gonna stamp and punch, because you will need the modern oval punch to do this, because or you can fussy cut, okay, if you don't own the punch. But if you don't own it, you might want to add it, and so then you can get mine to your order, so you can get your order, your class free. And then I just wanted to find the mini catalog to show you something. So here, let's go back here to the page where the item is. As you can tell, they're showing coordinates with the modern oval punch. That is $22, and this is a punch that was released in the previous mini catalog that it's carrying over. So Stampin' Up! I decided to use it, and then you can see that you can punch out your little watermelon. Okay, so that's what I'm saying there, and that's why you have the strip. So I'm going to start. This will be the inside of the card. This will be where we're going to stamp, and this is using the rectangle triangle, deco rectangle dies. Okay, it's already die cut for you, and it's already ready. So let me start with grabbing the inks that I need, and I need garden green and real red. These are my old pads that I'm still using. Okay, so what you will need to do on this strip, you will need to stamp 2 of the watermelons, and I'm gonna grab let me move up here. Okay, let me just do this so you can see better there. And then let me grab my silicone mat. The silicone mat under here, and we're going to stamp in a garden green. Let's move all this stuff. I'm going to stamp. Look how beautiful this stamps. Okay. Isn't it? I just love the way it stamps, okay? And here. Okay, 2. Now, I already done this. I punch out for mine, but you'll have extra. I punched out the oval itself, and I'm going to stamp. I'm going to use, so this is the watermelon. Now I'm going to create this slice. These two go together. This image goes together with this, and then I'm going to use that as well as the leaves. Okay, so on this one, what I did was, I think I stamped like such. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my red. And I'm going to stamp there. Then I'm closing it. Then I'm going to grab Memento. And with Memento, I'm going to grab the draw. So these are the seeds. You have one stamp that has the 3 seeds, and then you have one individual one. Okay, I'm going to use like such. Okay, close it. Now at this point, take it, you don't have the modern oval punch, you will get your scrap paper, you will do the stamping like such, and then you can just fussy cut. But because this is already basically half of it, you already have it. Okay, simple. Okay, so I'm saving this for my next card, and then I'm gonna grab my punch, and I am going to line it up as best as I can. Punch and line up and punch. Okay, that was easy peasy, right? Okay, now ahead of time I stamped this, and I'm going to show you in a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to show you how to do this. So to do this slice, we're going to use these two. So that would be this and this. Okay, so these are the stamps, and as I did before, let me do this way. Yeah, it's gonna fit, because this one you will have to fussy cut, and I did not want to you watching me do fussy cutting, so I did that ahead of time for you in order to speed up the process. Okay, and then this is so easy to line up because it's photopolymer. Okay, then you're gonna take, as I did before, we're gonna do the seeds. Okay, I'm gonna do it there. So this one is already, I have one already done. And then with your paper snips, you'll go ahead and fussy cut. This is a little bit over, but you can just go around. Now, one thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to try. Okay, let me do this. The first time that I saw the stamp, I thought, whoa, this could be a slice of pizza. So you can use your pizza, you know, this is your tomato, and then this is your crust that you can use crumb cake, or you can use a color that looks like a crust, and then you will create your own pizza if you want to. And then if you want, then you can create the cheese and the toppings in there. But this is kind of a pizza slice to me. Okay, so let's put this card together. But before we do so, I need to do some stamping. So I'll take my leaves, and I'll take my garden green, and we're going to kind of we're gonna do it like such. We're just randomly stamping. Okay, on here. So you have this. Put this away. And then we're gonna, actually I still need my leaves. Now on your main focus, now if you don't have this stamp set, you can use this to stamp wherever you like. And I'm gonna go up here. And I'm gonna go down here. And I'm gonna go right there. Okay. So now I think I'm finally done. And no, I need to do one thing. We'll stamp. Now this will be your insert. I'm gonna flip. And on the insert, we're going to create, I should have stamped the inside when I showed you. It's okay, we're gonna redo it, because I'm gonna do my slice again so you can see how it goes. Okay, Voila. See how easy it is to line up because it's photopolymer. I'm gonna do the cheese. Not the cheese, the seeds. I was thinking pizza. And so this is my inside. Okay. Now let's put this card together. And we're gonna take this that I already embossed. And this is real red paper. Okay, very simple. You know my little trick with giving a little bit of a texture to the paper. We're gonna grab dimensionals. I'm gonna put some dimensional on here. Well, today, actually this morning, it was a different day for me. I got out of the house because I usually don't get out. Now, the seeds are going down, so even though they might look like raindrop, but when you put it with this card, it's not going to look like raindrops at all. So today I was part of a military retirement ceremony at the Navy Yard, so that's where my husband works. So my husband was joking that I was actually the VIP invited to the event because they had my name on the chairs and everything. And I am not. I was never a Navy wife. My husband did his own things. I did mine. I did understand very little of what's going on, but you know. So today was interesting. It was really nice. And the person that basically invited me is the new admiral's wife that was also she's not now anymore, but she was a Stampin'Up demonstrator that I met a few years back, and we went to a Stampin'Up convention. At the time they called it convention together, so it was nice to see her again. Okay, here we go. This is where you're going. Now, since this is already stamped, I'm going to glue it because I don't want to risk messing it up. So this goes into the inside of the card. And remember, if you're interested in getting this, set of, supplies, this is what you will have to do when you put them all together. Now, for this one, we're going to build it. And we're going to grab all that we have stamped, kind of. Okay, so I did 2. I did not need 2, but it's already stamped. So you will need only 1, so that's why I put extra there. So we're going to go, I don't know why I stamped 2. I don't know, but I already have 1 done then. So this one is going to go like such. And the idea came from the brochure, and I just, changed a few things to make it my own. But when you don't know where to start from, my suggestion is grab your mini catalog or grab your catalog. And if you don't like this because I don't want the rim, then I could trim a little bit. I could have stamped a little bit lower, but that's okay. I'm just going to trim it. So you can do with or without the punch, but I was just going to show you that the punch coordinates. But anyways, I don't remember. I was going to say, I was saying that, yes, it helps looking at the mini catalogs or the catalogs once when you have a new product, so then you know where to start from, and that's what I did. I took the idea from one of the samples and changed a few things and made my own card. Okay. So now this will go right here. I think it's so stinking cute. It's not even funny. And then the ribbon that I had in my here, this one, so you will have a ribbon already made. We're gonna grab a mini glue dot. Okay, and then I'm gonna tuck it under here like such, and then I'm gonna trim the ends. Okay, so if you're leaving me comments, I cannot read them because I don't have my laptop in front of me. It's to the side, so I cannot, but I'll make sure that if you have any questions, I can answer them. Okay, now we need a sentiment, and what I decided to use as for my cards tonight is the Happy Labels set. Okay, I think these are nice sentiments. You have hello, thank you, just a note, and I'm so happy you were born could be for a happy birthday. Okay, you are going to be amazing parents, but I was going to think to do you're amazing, separated. Life is better with you. It's what I am going to use for this card. And then in the inside, you can even put, I'm so happy you were born, or I just want to hug you. You can also do that as well. So I'm going to take a strip of paper that I think I had put here. I should have had a strip of paper. That will be also something that it will be in your kit, and you're going to stamp, so then you can use it to stamp whatever sentiment you'd like. In my case, I'm gonna go with this sentiment that says life is better with you. We also have other stamp sets, and I'm going to show you my other samples that I created for a tutorial, where you can add the word sweet to it. And so, but I'm going to, life is better, separate it. Let's see if it needs a trim. No, I'm good. I'm going to leave it like such, and I'm going to put one dimensional right here and go down and do life is better, and I'm gonna trim this. I love to separate the sentiments. That's what I like to do. Not the best of my cutting, but that's okay. Let's see, will this fit? Yes. And then it's gonna be with you. Right there. So we have all the elements. We're missing the embellishments, and we're gonna use the yellow part of it. It's not yellow, but could be any, right? So we're gonna go one right here. I'm finishing everything that I have strips of, and here when you open up you will see it over there, and I think I'm gonna go with one of these right there. Okay, so this is your card number 1. Okay, there. Now this is number 1. Let's move on to card number 2. And card number 2, we're making this. Okay, so supplies for this cards are, we're using a different color card base. This is Shaded Spruce combined with Basic Black, and this is Sweet Sorbet. It's part of the In Colors that are retiring this year. So by the end of the annual catalog, this color is gonna go away, as well as anything that coordinates with that color. You also will have your insert. You will have paper, scrap paper, that you will need to stamp and fussy cut or punch out. And you will also have a strip of this paper that comes from the Zany Zoo Designer Series paper. Okay, this is is it the Zany Zoo? Is it called Zany Zoo? Let me read. Hold on. Oops, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's, yeah, the Zoo Crew. The Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. And one of the patterns, see, they have black and white and these patterns. I can find, this is the pattern. Where's the pattern? This is the one that has all the little dancing ballerinas in the back. Okay, so let's start with this. This is easy peasy. Your card base, the insert, and then to this we're going to, this one we're going to repeat the same thing. Nothing special to this one, just a little texture. Okay, nothing fancy, just need a pair of scissors. I rather use these than my paper snips because I want these to stay sharp when I do fussy cutting or cut the ribbon, but this, I don't care if they lose it. Okay, so this is ready. This will have to stamp on. This will have to stamp on, and I'm gonna stamp two. Let me clean. This time I need a different color, so I'm gonna clean, and the colors that I'm using are Sweet Sorbet and Shaded Spruce, as well as my Memento Black. So these are the three colors that I'm using for this card. So I'm gonna stamp two of the, I need my chamois first because I thought that I needed that, but I didn't because it's a different color, green. So let's see if this fits. If it doesn't fit, we're gonna have extra paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp one right here, and then let's make it fit. Yes, there. Then I'm gonna grab the half of the other oval that I did before, and I'm gonna do my half a slice of the okay, I just had it in front of my nose, chamois, because I didn't clean it before. And I'm gonna clean this one as well because I'm using a different red. So my, let's see if I can stay closer. Yes, way better. And then I'm gonna use my Sweet Sorbet. I found that stamping, no matter what you're using, but stamping the rim, or whatever you want to call it, it's easier. Stamping, oh, nope. Hold on. I'm talking. So stamping this first, it's easier. Then when it's time to match, matchy. Now, gotta focus because you can see where the rim goes. Oops, sorry, my head. There you go. That's way better. And then we're gonna grab our seeds. And stamp them like such. Trim it. And voila. done. So I think I'm done. I'm just going to stamp my sentiment. Now you get this little stitch circle that comes from the Stylish Shapes dies that by now everybody has, right? There you go. And we're going to use, out of this, I wanted to make it as a thank you, okay? So I'm going to grab my thank you stamp. And because I need it nice, I'm gonna grab my silicone mat and stamp it. Voila, this is done. What am I gonna do for the inside? For the inside, I'm gonna stamp again. I'm gonna stamp again this by as well. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna stamp this one again. This time I'm not gonna cut it. Okay. Just to keep the same theme going. Voila, look at this, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Here. Look how easy it is to line everything up. And then let's do our seeds. And so the inside is done. So thank you. What else can we put? Thank you. You can say you've got the biggest heart and stamp it down here if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave it blank because I can say anything that I want after, but this is going to go down here like so. Now, let's work on this. And then I'm going to tell you what else. Oh, in my designing, I also stamped 2 of the leaves, okay, as you can see, and then I fussy cut them because there's not a punch for this, okay? So that's, look at my hands. I touched chamois, but here you go, okay? So now I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to grab this stamp because the idea came from the catalog, and it's the sketched plaid. I'm going to use it. It's mounted on the block, but also what I've seen, because as I said, I don't have the glass mat, you could also put this one on the glass mat and use it as your block, okay, and just take the paper and put it up here like I'm doing the same. Imagine that this is a smaller version of the glass mat, okay? You're gonna take the ink it nicely, and then because this has grids or lines, it's easier to line up. Put it down, and then without inking your fingers, as careful as you can be, just press down. We also have a brayer that you can also run on here, but I'm using this right now, okay? And now I'm lifting it up, and voila, done, okay? I need my chamois because this I wanted to clean it because I'm not going to use it again. Okay, put it away, and voila. Now, let me take back this one. So this one we're going to use my dimensionals. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the side. And then you're going to put this one sideways or you can do whatever with your card, right? Because it's your card. And then we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive in the back of this one. And this one is gonna go like such. Okay, then I know I had my strip of paper. This is a layout that I do quite often because I like this layout for my cards. This one is gonna go like so, straight. And then we have our 2 watermelons. Okay, punch them out and punch them out. I love an oval punch. Voila. Okay, and now I'm gonna do one like so and this one like so with dimensionals, and I'm gonna start with one in the middle and then I can do more. Okay, like so. And then I know I lost my half. Where did I put my, didn't I stamp half of, yes I did, and I lost it. Don't tell me that I need to stamp it again. Where did I throw it? If you see my half of the moon that I stamped, please let me know. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it again because I can't find it. Oh lordy lordy. Maybe it's attached to this. Oh, here it is. Yes, I moved it all the way out there. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the wasting time here. Like so. Then I'm going to put a dimensional behind each of the leaves. Okay. And then one goes under here. And one goes up here. Okay, and then this one with a dimensional, of course, is gonna go tucked right there, just because I liked it that way. And then I have my ribbon that I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Okay, but you'll have it made already, and then you can make it as small as you want. And by the way, this black and white checkered ribbon is my favorite because it goes with everything. I used it last week as well with the cows class. Okay, and now the embellishments, and we're gonna use these. Remember that we have 4 colors, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is green, could be garden green, could be shaded spruce. This blue could be anything, because depending where you go, this is sweet sorbet, whatever you want to call it. And this yellow could be anything, lemon lolly, or even daffodil delight, depending on what you're pairing it with. I'm using the green, and so in this case it looks like it is kind of a shaded spruce to me. Okay, and that will go right there. Okay, so we have a nice thank you card right here. Okay, and then inside you have your little watermelon. This is good for the summer, or somebody might love watermelons, and there's a card for you. Last card for the night. What do you think so far? If I don't know if you already had the watercolor melon or not, but that was my first that I got. I don't know why, but it just called my name and it said, okay, get me. So here we go. This is what you'll get in your packet. Okay, you'll get a card base already cut and scored, and I will show you. This is a fun fold. You will have this piece that is your insert. You will have basic black. You will have, this is Granny Apple Green that I embossed it with the stripes from the Stripes and Splatter embossing folder from the annual catalog. This is a 3D embossing folder, and this is how this embosses right there. Okay, then you'll have a label from the Stylish Shapes dies, and then you have a strip of the Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. This has the polka dot, and on the other side is this, and then you have this label, and this label is from a brand new set of dies, and this is the one. They're love him, if nothing else, just for the dies. I got basically the suite because I designed already a class with it, and I can show you a little sneak peek of the cards. But these are called Thoughtful Expressions dies, and they are in the mini catalogs. And let me see here, I just love him. And this is the suite, Poetic Expressions. It has a stamp set and dies, and the dies will die cut the images. I can show you right here of each of these images, as well as a set of dies extra, and those are the ones that I showed you. So you have all this shape. They're wonderful, love them. And you have extra and extra and all and extra, all about 1, 2, 3, 4 cut what's it's stamped with the stamp set. Obviously all of these are extra. Okay, so I think this is a must, and as soon as I saw him, said if nothing else, I'm gonna get it for the dies right there. Oh, there you go, Erin. Great minds think alike. I already designed a class, and it could be a class that I do here or a class for my, I don't know, for the Crafty Kit monthly class. I have to decide, but it's already designed. Woohoo! Okay. Now, let me go ahead and show you what to do. So this is your card base. We're going to fold it in half and just fold it in half back here. Take it, it will be already scored for you. Okay, then we're going to grab these two and we're going to layer them together. Nothing else but that. Okay. Just gonna layer them together, and this is Granny Apple Green with basic black, and the card base is red, real red. Okay, there we go. So this is done, this is done. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is work on this one, and we're going to put it together. We're going to put this strip of Designer Series paper. We're going to kind of put it in like so. easy peasy, nice and easy. Okay. Nothing fancy to it. Just glue it down. And I'm using liquid glue because this embossing folder, it's pretty texturized, so I want to be able for the glue to go down deep so it will stick nicely, okay, and straight. That is that. Then I'm gonna put my label. Look at this label. Love it. Love it. And let's do this just to secure, make it all even. Okie dokie. So this, we're gonna put it down here like such. This is a very simple layout. We got this. Now, on a piece of scrap paper that I will provide, you're gonna stamp to and fussy cut, because these you need to fussy cut as I showed you, and these are stamped with Granny Apple Green and Real Red. Okay, and we're gonna just put it down. I'm gonna use, oh, by the way, this is one with the scraps. I use all my scraps when I create my samples. So that's what I did. So this is gonna, don't throw it away anything just because you stamped in the back, right? Might as well use it like so. Then on this label right here, we're gonna stamp the sentiment that says just a note, and we're gonna stamp it in red. Okay, this label will be already provided for you, and voila, we're gonna get, oh, I used Swiss Sorbet instead of my Real Red. That's okay, nobody knows, and that's gonna go right there. So my layouts are pretty simple tonight because there's a little bit of fussy cutting for this cards in case you make it, so I don't want anybody to get frustrated. So the layers will be, not the layers, the layout would be a little bit more easy peasy, but still, you know, it's gonna be nice. This is gonna go like so. I'm gonna grab dimensional. I'm gonna do one there and one here. Peel it and glue it. What do you think so far about this stamp set? Look at thanks, Pam. Already thinking about the retreat, so yeah. So because, by the way, I already opened the registration for the retreat and I only have 11 seats available, okay? My goal is to fill those 11 seats and then I'm done. But registration closes in February 29th. So email went out. If anybody's interested in getting my information about it, I will gladly give it to you. I only have 11 seats available out of, well, last time we were 45 people, so that tells you that we are almost full, okay? And so this is how the card is gonna go. Look at that. So I'm gonna put adhesive on here and I'm gonna put my liquid glue there. Now, pay attention. This is how you're gonna do yours, okay? This is how it's gonna go. Okay, got it? And now you just need to center it, top and bottom. So this card, like so, it looks like it is like, boom, just a regular card, but no, oops, and opens like that. Then you're gonna grab your insert right here And we're gonna go and stamp and use, did I use the Granny? No, I'm gonna use Granny Apple Green. And to my sample, I'm gonna do something else to show you what also you can do. Okay, we have Granny Apple Green. We're going to stamp it like such. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab my light Granny Apple Green. Do I have it somewhere? It's just something that came to mind. And let me grab all my nice, my bucket of that I still need to organize, but I'll do it. One day I'll do it, unless somebody wants to come and do it for me. I just need extra time. I just need extra time. I am looking for my light. Hold on, ladies, because I don't want that. I want my light Granny Apple Green. Oh, well, you know what I'm going to do? Let me see another experiment if it works. I could do this. If it still works. Yeah, it does. So I'm using blender pens. And because this still has a little bit of, the ink is still wet a bit. So I'm grabbing the ink and I'm spreading it out. So there you go, a little bit of an extra technique for you. Okay? So you could use these are called blender pens, or in the annual catalog you get a set of 3. Or you could use your light, I would have used my light Granny Apple Green to color it. So now it's not as, so that makes a little bit of a difference. What do you think? Okay, something for you. Here's your little tip for the day. Or yes, Parakeet Party or whatever other light green you might have that matches a bit. Okay, so this goes down here. This closes down. Nobody knows. We're gonna grab, let me put these away, because then after my live it's always a mess. And then we're grabbing our embellishments, and we are using these right there. See, you would have thought that they would work with this, but they do work. There. And then we're gonna put this one right there. Okay, ladies, these are your cards with the Watercolor Melon stamp set that is a part of the Sale-a-bration. It's a stamp set that you can get free with a $50 purchase. So you can add anything that you want to the order, and then if you qualify, you can either get this one or just qualify for my card kit. But why not? You know, card kit is over $40. You get to make 6 cards, and then you add extra to get the embellishments if you want, and your stamp set. So this is card number 3, card number 2, and card number 1 with our Watercolor Melon stamp set. Okay, so there you go. Now, as to remind everybody, in order to get your class free. You need to place your order by Saturday, January 14th. That's my brother's birthday. And this is the host code to use. I will put in the description and also in the email that will go out. If you're not on my email list, make sure that you PM me and request to be on it. That's how you get all the information about my classes, events, specials, and such. Okay? So, that is all that I wanted to let you know. Thank you for watching the class. And I hope you like the projects.